guys, it's Jessie, and if you hear barking, it's because there are squirrels outside the window and my dogs are losing their freaking minds. So as I mentioned in my last video, I picked up a couple things at Ulta and Target in the last, I guess, week and a half. And so I really want to play with some more of the stuff that I bought. And in deciding to do that, I realized that I haven't done like a full drugstore makeup look in a while. So I thought maybe I would do that today and just use all drugstore products. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay, I am gonna cheat right off the bat because I don't have any drugstore primers. So just pretend like this didn't happen. For my foundation today, I'm gonna be using the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation. This is one of my favorites. I talked about this a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago, I don't know. And I threw away, I had old ones that I threw away, so I picked up new ones. This is the shade 205 Natural Beige. I need to tan again because I'm getting a little pale again, and I bought some darker shades of foundation, thinking I was gonna be tanner. That was wishful thinking. And I'm gonna use my Morphe sponge. I love the consistency of this foundation and just how it looks on my skin. I always feel like it looks really good. I feel like I've instantly become tanner. That's because I have. For concealer, I'm gonna use the Makeup Revolution concealer. This is in the shade C3. This is a cheap concealer, but I think it's pretty awesome. My opinion is that it's pretty awesome. I'm also gonna use this to just prime my eyes. I love this time of the year because all my shows start coming back. Although really, I like don't even watch anything on like cable TV anymore, like regular TV. I feel like I don't really watch as many things. I still watch Grey's Anatomy because I can't quit that. I just started watching the show Billions, which is so good. I had so many people tell me that I needed to watch it. So I finally like broke down and started last week. And I just finished season 1 and I'm on to season 2, and it's just like so freaking good. I wasn't gonna contour, but you know what? This is such a great drugstore product, the Wet n Wild MegaGlo makeup stick. This is in the shade Where's Walnut. I love this. I prefer this to most of the high-end cream contours that I have. Like, I just love this. And why not? Let's get some chisel going today. I feel like I'm gonna use quite a few Makeup Revolution products in this video, but I just absolutely love them. I think that it's such a good, cheaper brand, and I just love their stuff. Next, I'm gonna take the Luxury Baking Powder in the shade Lace to set underneath my eyes. I was using this powder so much when I first got it, and I haven't been using it as much lately because I feel like I haven't been powdering my face as much with like loose setting powder, but I think I'll get back into that. I love this powder. Okay, so I filled in my brows off camera with the Makeup Revolution Brow Pomade. Next, I'm gonna start on my eyes. I actually think I'm gonna take a little bit more powder and just put it underneath because I will probably have a fallout situation here. And I don't wanna do that to this nice base I've got going on. So today I'm gonna do a really dark black smoky eye, very dramatic. I'm just feeling it today. That's just how I'm feeling. I just want to do it. So first I'm gonna go in with my Maybelline Gel Liner in the shade Blackest Black, and I'm just gonna take this on a brush and just start like smudging this onto my eyelid. And this is basically gonna be the base for my eyeshadow today. My eyeshadow base. And I just want to cover my whole lid with that. Maybe I'm gonna bring it up a little higher because I'm gonna end up blending that out. I just wanna make sure that everything is covered. And then over top of that, what I have to play with is one of the new products. It's the L'Oreal Infallible Magic Pigments, and this is in the shade Do Not Enter. I was just intrigued by these at Ulta. At my store, the L'Oreal is like facing the registers, the whole like L'Oreal section, and they get me every single time because I'm standing in line and I start looking around, looking at the L'Oreal products, and you know I get sucked into everything. It was really interesting because I think they had like 5 or 6 different eye pigments, and then they also had lip pigments too, which was also intriguing, but I restrained myself. I just got this one. And I got the black because I feel like that's a pigment that I wouldn't normally get and something that I don't have anything similar to. And so I figured if I was gonna try it out, I wanted to do this kind of look. But I have no idea how this is gonna go because I don't know anything about these pigments. I sprayed the same brush I used before with a little bit of Fix Plus. Yeah, okay, another little cheat, but it's okay. And I'm gonna dip that into this pigment and just tap off, make sure there's not excess. Ooh. I'm really glad I put that powder down because there is fallout already. And I'm just trying to get this everywhere that I put the gel liner. Got a little crazy in the inner corner, but I will fix that up later. This is really interesting. I'm trying to figure out like what the consistency of. It's sort of like grease paint in a way. I'm gonna go ahead and take my brush and wipe away the powder just because I don't want that fallout sitting for too long. I really hope I got it all. Nope. Okay, my fallout situation got a little crazy there, so I added a little extra powder. It's not too bad, but we're just gonna have to roll with it. So to keep building on this, I'm gonna go into the Makeup Revolution Reloaded Iconic Division palette. I got this for my all Makeup Revolution video that I did a while ago. Still can't get it to open. I want to bring a little hint of color into this, so I'm going to use this shade to blend out the line. And I'm just gonna work that right into that line. And just keep blending until it is nice and smoky. Okay, so now I have this blended to a point that I'm happy with. Next, I'm gonna go into the black shade in here. I don't really need a lot of color. I really just need to like fill in some spaces and keep blending out that purple and the black pigment that's on there, which is why I'm going in with this black. And I just wanna make sure that's all in the inner corner of my eye, because that's the only spot where it was missing a little bit. The inner corner of my eye is one of those things where I feel like it's better to take my time and even go in after I'm kind of done and have everything else done to get in there, because if you go in there first and you get too much shadow in there and you make a mess, there's no fixing it. You're pretty much done. Next, I'm gonna go in with a clean brush. I'm not gonna put any product on it, and I'm just gonna keep blending out that line because I really want to make sure it's nice and blown out. And then I'm gonna go in with a little bit more of that purple color just at the very corner, just to make sure that you still have a little bit of that color in there, since I did a lot of blending after I put that in. Very dramatic today. And then just one more time, I'm gonna take the same brush from before and just blend a little more. Okay, I went ahead and threw some of the Blackest Black eyeliner in my lower waterline. Next, I'm gonna go back into that same kind of purpley mauve-y shade and blend out my lower lash line. I don't want too much black down there. I just don't want it to look like muddy. But I am gonna take a little bit of the black here, just in the outer corner, to blend everything together. For mascara, I have something that caught my eye and I was so intrigued by it, I had to buy it. I don't know if it's gonna look like anything on me. It is the L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara, but this is in the shade Deep Burgundy. I saw an ad for this on TV a couple weeks ago and I was like, oh, that sounds really interesting. And they had it at Target and I was like, okay, I have to try this. I have such dark lashes that I don't think it's really gonna make a huge difference. Like, I don't think it's gonna be highly pigmented. But I thought I would try it out anyway, and I thought it would be cool with this look if anything does show up, since we do have kind of like a purpley undertone. I'm gonna try it. I love the carbon black version of this mascara. It's one of my favorites. If I like tilt my head to the side, I can kind of see it. It's not coming up super much, which I expected, but it's still kind of cool. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on my bottom lashes too, because why not? Okay, so that pretty much finishes it up for the eyes, at least for now. Maybe I'll add something later, I don't know. I'm gonna go on and finish my face. So for bronzer, if you have watched any of my drugstore videos in the last almost 2 years, you would know that I have the worst time with drugstore bronzers. It just always looks orange on me. I just have never been able to find one that I like, that works for me. That's why I always stick to the Benefit Hoola bronzer and the Elizabeth Mott What Up Beaches bronzer. It's not for lack of trying other things. It's that literally, like, it's so hard for me to find the right shade of bronzer. Everything looks orange on me. But I'm a glutton for punishment, so I just keep trying, and even though I keep failing. So I picked this up at Target the other day. This is the CoverGirl True Blend Pressed Powder. And I just got a dark shade. I got the shade 6. We'll see how this goes. I'm not making any promises. I'm not making any thing. I'm worried that this will ruin the whole look, but I guess that's the risk we're gonna have to take. Definitely a little like red and muddy, but at least it blends a little nicer, so it's not just sitting on my skin. That is my biggest pet peeve when it comes to these drugstore bronzers that I have tried and that have failed, is that they just like sit on my skin and like they're announcing like, hey, I look like shit. This isn't terrible, I'm very happy to say. Like, it's not incredible, but it's not terrible. For blush, I have something I haven't used in quite a while. This is the Wet n Wild Ombre Blush in the shade The Princess Daiquiris. I used to really love this. Still love it, just haven't used it in a while. For highlighter, I'm gonna use my all-time favorite drugstore highlight, and that is the Milani Sunglow Strobe Light. I love this so much. Was I about to say something and I lost my train of thought? Yes. I take some of this on my finger just to highlight underneath my brow bone. Did I just go and answer the door like this? And does my FedEx driver think that I'm a total psychopath? The answer is definitely yes. Okay, I'm gonna throw a little of the highlight on the inner corner of my eye too. The inner eye highlight poppin'. To line my lips, I'm going to use the NYX Nude Beige Lip Liner. Another one of my all-time faves, so much so that it's not sharpened. And because I have so much going on with my eyes, I want to keep my lips very nude. I love that kind of look with like a really dramatic eye, especially a really dramatic like dark eye and like a really nude lip. So I'm going to use the Maybelline lipstick in the shade Beige Babe. I was kind of debating whether I wanted to leave the lip really matte or add a little gloss to it. I think I'm gonna add a little gloss to it. So I want a little bit more shine since I got so much highlight going on. So I'm going to use the Revlon Supernatural lip gloss. Just make this a little glossy. And then I'm just gonna finish everything off with some setting spray. Okay, and here's the finished look. Definitely a little dramatic, but a fun kind kind of change of pace for me than what I've been doing lately. I feel like I've been doing a lot of the same kind of looks, and this definitely took me like out of my comfort level. But I'm so glad that I played with this because I actually really like the way that it turned out. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.